What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction. Live viewers call in. No cap conversation. We going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're not rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. What's shaking, people? It's Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up, the home of the hot news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. All facts, no cap. We winning and can't lose. Is it fire or trash? The only thing you can choose. Discussing all of the topics, using reason and logic. Deep diving through these trailers, so if you miss it, we spotted superheroes and villains from gaming to television. Smash like, hit subscribe, ring the bell, never miss it. Let's go! Lazily going to roulette, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people. Y'all already see I got the Birdman hands going from the start. Let's go. What's shaking, people? It's Doomkiller HD. Welcome back to the weekly wrap-up where we break down all the superhero news and info in gaming and entertainment for you. That way you are in the know. And we got a crazy show today. We got a crazy show today. We've got a lot of discussion of what's happened this week as far as the Suicide Squad drops, the countdown to the game releases in a couple of days. I know y'all excited. I'm excited. We're going to get it popping. Definitely talking about the early access times. We're going to give y'all that so y'all know when you can load in, preload and all of that. We're going to talk about clans. We're going to talk about IGN getting snubbed. Oh, yeah, that happened. It really did. We're going to talk about free DLC, Elseworlds, and in-games, haters admitting defeat, leaderboards, and more. So I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. It's going to be a good time tonight. We've got a couple of crazy guys in the background to help liven up the show. My boy from across the pond, one of the fastest growing young YouTubers out there. He's just doing this thing. Lost a couple of subscribers. He then gained 1,000 more. That boy is crazy like that. What's good with him, Mr. Slight?
That's a way better intro than I got last time, so I appreciate you for giving me that. But also, I'm representing tonight the game with the original No FOMO Battle Pass. All right? I'm just saying. Okay, we're all forgetting the GOAT, the OG, the No FOMO Battle Pass. All right.
For real, like you can always grab it. You could always grab it.
Always, every character as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty dope. It was the only game with like 12 multi battle passes at the same time, but hey,
technically, right? So if Suicide Squad doesn't make it, I hope it does. But if it doesn't make it past 4 seasons, Avengers would have more No FOMO battle passes. That's all I'm saying.
How you doing tonight, Star?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you? I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm all right. You're crazy. You know that you're a bit crazy.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, man. You know, I've been tested.
You excited about the release of Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, bro?
You know what? To be honest, yes, because man, I'm just excited to like. It's one of them things where talking about the game is like. It's like it's fun, but there's like a bubble around it where it's like, oh man, you know, I just sort of want to play the game now rather than, you know, because it's like, I don't know, it does feel like there's snipers on you, whether you're talking about it positively or negatively. So once people get to play it, they'll know what we'll know what's going on.
That makes sense to me. Next up, we got another crazy individual who'll be killing it with the freeze frame shots and stuff like that. The digital art coming through, streaming all of the horror games all of the time. Will quickly put you in your place if you come at them crazy. It's Barb in the building right now, the mother of dragons. What's good with it? Who cares? What's up with it, Hooli Quinn? And you muted before you start. Unmute yourself because you're about to unmute yourself.
Hi.
All right. There we go.
I was laughing about something
when
you caught me in the middle of it. But hello. Hi, everybody.
How you doing tonight? Everything good?
Yeah, I've been chilling. I was playing some Resident Evil, like
The horror
literally
game. The horror
when you sent
games.
me the
Mhm.
link, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up and finish this before we start. I don't wanna I don't wanna be in the middle of getting my ass handed to me while you ask me questions about Suicide
Yeah.
Squad.
Playing a whole nother game. Anyway, you excited for the release of the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, boss?
I am. My pre-download starts tonight,
Mm.
and I'm gonna sit up and I'm gonna watch it download like a weirdo.
I think mine started 12 minutes ago, actually.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, but I don't start till 9 o'clock tonight.
They did say
bro.
it was 48 hours, wasn't it, locally? So yeah, it'd be 12 minutes ago that I could have started installing it, and I'm here.
I mean, if you want to go install,
No,
real quick.
I mean, it's only listen, bro. It's only installing a game, right? That'd be crazy. Sorry, Doom. I've got to look at this bar. Go to 100%.
I have to.
Not
I'm
involved.
not even
Not
mad
involved.
at it. Bro. Welcome to my Twitch viewers, because today we are simulcasting on Twitch. So I know it's not a lot of y'all. I have not been on Twitch in a good minute, but I decided, hey, you know what? I'm probably going to be streaming a little bit of this game called Suicide Squad over on Twitch. So
You better, because I need those Twitch drops. All right, I like those skins. They look really
Okay.
cool, actually. They
Oh,
actually
wow.
do.
did you know that the streamer can also get the drop?
What? So like, if you stream for the duration that
While you're
that's
streaming, you're
pretty
getting.
sweet.
That's the first
Oh,
time
that's
I've
lit.
seen Twitch do that. Like normally, you
Yeah.
have to get off your stream, watch somebody
Yeah.
else's stream to get those drops. But they're
That's
like,
sweet.
nah,
That's
is
really cool.
That's freaking dope. So all you Twitch streamers out there, there you have it. You streaming Suicide Squad, turn drops on. You getting the drops yourself. That is crazy. That is crazy.
It's pretty sweet.
Again, like I was telling the chat, how y'all doing, chat? Let's do a little quick roll call. But we got a few people up in here tonight. How y'all doing tonight? We got Slight Stardust, of course, who's on the chat. Taladia, please. That's my homie right there. Nate Clips, what's good with it? Nate, how you doing tonight? Who cares? It's in the chat and on the screen. That's at the same time. I love it. I love it. We've got Flux Streams. Hello, Flux. Hopefully you have a good night at work. Hoarder Gamer, Arkham 97, Original Crinky, my people. Ethan, the OG, is in the building. Fax Medina, the hottest artist out right now. Yes, go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nava Flow, Sylvester Waters, Connor. What's good with it, Connor? J. Coon Prime, the boss man himself. He might come on here in a little bit too, because that boy, I know he got a lot to say. I know Jay got a lot to say, so we might be seeing J. Coon Prime up in here too. So just in case. Anyway, let's get it popping. As I discussed at the chat earlier, guys, we are going to be discussing early access times, clans, IGN getting snubbed, free DLC, Elseworlds, and Endgame, haters admitting defeat, and the leaderboards. Let's start with early access times. Everybody in the chat knows when you can play the game, right? Because for people with the deluxe who pre-ordered it or whatnot, you guys get to play at 12 o'clock midnight Eastern time, which translate to, I think, 10 o'clock Central time, 9 o'clock p.m. West Coast time, which is Pacific. When can you play Stardust? I know you on the pond, across the pond over there. I don't know your time.
I thought it was midnight for everyone besides PT. Pacific time, I think that is.
No, it's your local time from midnight Eastern is local time. So boom. For me, it's 9 o'clock. I know for Hoarder Gamer, it's like 10 o'clock my time for him. So, I
don't know. I didn't know.
I would say normally it's like 11 o'clock is when I'm able to do stuff. Like it'll say
where are you located?
I'm in Texas. I'm like in the middle of Texas.
What time is it right now in Texas for you?
6:16.
Yeah, that's 11 o'clock for you. So yeah, you'll be able to play at 11 o'clock on the 29th.
If it does work like that, I get to play.
No, it definitely works.
I get to play at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. your time.
Yeah,
like on the time you get to play.
In like the Tuesday. Wait, on the 29th, right? It would be like that. It wouldn't be on the day of. That makes sense.
I thought it would be Monday night, not Sunday night.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, the night of the 29th turning into the 30th.
Yeah.
You get to play at whatever time that is for you.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. I got really
I
confused.
thought
This
it
is
was
news to me, so I'm a little flustered.
yeah. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
I had
Right,
to check my date. Okay. Okay.
You
I'm like,
good?
wait a minute.
am
Yeah, I'm good. I was like, what? I'm
I
tripping.
feel like yeah.
Can
I've
you
got,
go look at you can look
oh.
at your pre-order. Did you pre-order it from the PlayStation?
Yeah.
So you can look and see what time you can play. It'll tell you how many days in down to the hour.
Well, I
My
have to wait for the
PlayStation's
download
turned
to come
off.
first, and then it'll tell me when.
It should
wait,
tell
no,
you
I
before
didn't.
that.
I turned my PlayStation off. I don't want to turn it back on. It's literally right
It's
here.
cool.
So,
It's cool.
so here on the picture, it says Jan 30th midnight local time, and then it has a little thingy.
Midnight
that says Jan
local
29th
time
night.
means Eastern because that's where they're based out of. It's Eastern.
No,
time.
it means like your local time, so it would be like midnight for
That's what I thought
you.
it meant.
That's
But
Okay.
yeah.
Then why does Hoarder, who is in a central time zone, why can he play at 11 o'clock at night? 10 o'clock at night my time.
Because he's just a better shill than us.
Screaming.
I'm telling you.
Because I would like that would be kind of goofy if the people on the East Coast got to play it, and then I had to wait for an hour, and then
Right.
had to wait for like
That doesn't
3
make sense because
hours.
that gives them
Yeah.
more time on the leaderboard. So no,
It's midnight UK time for me.
But your midnight UK time is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon for us, bro.
Yeah, but that just means I get to play before you guys. That's how it. Well, I
Don't-
promise. It's
Okay.
how. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check my
Okay.
place. I'll have to send you the thingy
When you
when
say
we.
play, do you mean like log on to the game and like play around, or just open the game but not actually do anything because the servers aren't up yet?
Oh,
I know at
I
9
don't know
o'clock
that.
p.m. on the 29th, that turns into the 30th, 9 o'clock p.m., I can turn on my game and play because the servers will be on. That's midnight in the East Coast, local
That's not
time.
fair. I think you should have to wait until midnight.
No, you don't have to wait until midnight your time. I'm telling you, you can play at 11
I mean,
o'clock.
technically, I'm from the East Coast, so my body still operates on East Coast time. So technically, it is midnight for me and my body internally. So I still should be able to play. But you live all the way on the other side of the United States of A. So I don't know.
Hoarder is in the chat right now. Hoarder, what time can you play Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League?
Let me see if I can get my time up while we're talking about this as well.
That's a Texas girl. Fact.
This is
Facts, bro. Hoarder, what time can you play, bro? Anyway, while we're talking about that, the early access times and all of that, Slice Stardust.
Yeah.
When opening your look what Hoarder said. What time he can play? I'm telling you, bro.
He's wrong by an hour. He's got it wrong. He's wrong by an hour.
XJ Shock Blast. Going to the.
That's actually good. That's actually a good point. That's a good idea. Let me do that. That's
go
actually
ahead
really good.
to the roundtable chat and XJ.
1 second.
He's watching the Royal Rumble, I think, though, so you might not be.
Oh, crud.
Not Wrestling.
You know what? Hit him directly. Actually, don't even do it in a roundtable chat. Hit him directly. He might set his phone off or something.
He might think it's really serious, and it's
he's at a party too. He might not even answer back. Never mind.
He'll hate me.
Sliced Others, are you going at it solo or with the team from the start?
I'm going at it. So I'm going at it with a team. I've got Slip Shark. I've got Damn It Ethan or Ethan Human. I don't know what he goes on by YouTube, but we've not got a fourth because I can't decide if I want to be Boomerang or King Shark. So I'm basically just leaving Boomer on his own so I can swap whenever I want.
Wow. That's crazy.
I didn't know who to pick, and I wasn't going to be like, right, get out of the game while I switch characters, you know. So it's just easier to be like, be like
That
that.
makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Are you going at it solo from the start? You getting into the story and all of that first by yourself, Huda, or are you rolling with the team from soon as you turned it on?
I think everybody that I'm gonna play with, we all decided to do it like solo, the story wise, and then once we get into the in game stuff, start to like group up and do things together. I think we might
I'm
do
going to
some
send you
little
proof that it releases at midnight for me. I'm going to send you proof. You can post it on the stream if you want.
9 p.m. PT, which is 11 p.m. Central. No, it's not, Hoarder. No, it's not.
There you
Bruh.
go.
12
I sent
o'clock
it.
midnight.
I sent it to you. That's proof. That's on the PlayStation Store itself. And GMT is my time.
No, I know it's 11 p.m.
Releases on 3/1 for you?
Yeah, it's reverse. So in the UK, it's day first, then month. That's why it's like that.
No, oh, 1:30. I got it. I got it. So it doesn't even release on the 29th for you at all?
Well, no, so the 29th goes, woo, and then as soon as it hits midnight, that goes into the 30th. That's when we play.
Yeah, suck. So, but you know what? That's like 5 o'clock over here. So yeah, you're good. Like you'll be playing before other people,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
said.
That's what, yeah, exactly.
Oh, except for the Xbox people, because they can always go to New Zealand and yeah.
And maybe Steam players as well. Because
Steam players won't be able to play until hours after the fact. Because they have a later release date.
29th.
Steam players have the later release date.
I
I'm
think
so
theirs don't
confused.
release
I've had
until
enough.
that morning.
Right, yeah, like 10 o'clock a.m. or something for
That's
Steam
probably
players.
yeah.
Because Fate Walker was cussing me out there the other day because he was like, y'all gonna have a jump on me on the leaderboards.
Oh
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah, you're
bro.
right. You're right. Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
be at
remember that
work
now.
anyway, so it's
Yeah.
all good. But me personally, I think I want to do the story solo. I don't know if I'm a stream it or not, you know what I mean? But I kind of want to just do the story, you know what I mean? And if people join in, they join in, but I'm not looking forward. I ain't gonna say I'm not looking forward to, but I'm not like I don't have a set team for day one. I kind of just like if people want to join in while I'm playing, whatever. But I think I might go at the story solo, even though you can do the story, you know, the entire story after the tutorial or whatever with the team. I'm gonna just like that's kind of what I mean. That's what I did with Avengers. You know, you played the whole story first by yourself. Then when Endgame came, that's when you got up with your homies. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I get you.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. But aside from how are you going at it? What are you most looking forward to doing in Suicide Squad? Is it like playing the story and seeing the lore? Is it making builds? Is it getting to the end game so you can group up and go and smash these different incursions and things like that? And I'll start with you, Huda.
Yes.
I mean, that is an answer. I mean, you know, yeah.
Out of those things, which one would you be?
To all of that. I'm looking forward to all of that. There was a couple things in the alpha that I was like, "Ooh, this is cute. I can't wait for the full game to come out so I can actually see like what this actually is." As far as like gear and stuff, like I had a few pieces of gear where if I did stuff with my grenades, like certain actions, I got extra grenades when I threw them. So if I like did a melee attack, I would get like 2 grenades. So if I threw one, it would turn into 2 grenades. If I did like a SMG attack, it would turn into like more than that. I don't remember how much it was, but it was a lot. I just threw my grenades and then a bunch of grenades would come out.
Nuking at that point, that's crazy.
So it's just like I can't wait to see the other things I can do on top of that. And then they showed that little whatever that little thing was that was like the infamy sets will have like things to do, like perks that deal with grenades and all that other stuff. When it comes out, I can't wait to see what that's gonna be like because that's gonna add an even bigger layer to what we can craft and stuff. I'm just really excited to get into it.
That's cool.
While we dress up.
Cool. Stardust, what are you most looking forward to doing? You know, like story making, builds in game with the people's, you know, incursions and
Yeah.
things.
So the thing that I'm genuinely looking forward to is being able to like get a cool gun and then tweet about it to the people that are like playing the game. Do you get what I mean though? Like it'd be nice to be able to be like, look at this thing I got and send it out into the world, and then people will actually give a poo, right? Like, can we swear on this now or not? Because I almost swore.
We are 23 minutes in, sir. You can go off.
Okay. Well, I won't go crazy, you know. I'm not.
I would hope not.
you know, that'd be a bit meant. But anyway, yeah, but like, you know, getting a cool gun and being like, can't wait to show this to people, maybe post it in the roundtable chat, show it to everyone, like the sense of like that community again, which we kind of had with Avengers until like people started arguing and stuff. But I don't think that will be a problem with this one, because I think, like, at least for me, the thing that I'm really happy about with Suicide Squad is that I have less of an attachment to DC and the Suicide Squad and all that. So if this, I hope it doesn't again, because you don't want any game to fail. But if it did end up in a sort of a downward slope, I can just sort of meh. But the things we've heard sound amazing, and the things I've gotten to play were amazing. So like being able to just not care about any of the bad stuff and just get into there with friends, play the end game, get the gear, do all the stuff, and talk about it with people. Like, that's really exciting for me. Like, just that sort of just community stuff. I know it's a bit of a broad answer.
No,
like,
I feel it. Dude,
that's what I'm for. And but like, if I was,
but I'm asleep.
if I can give like a second one just really quick, because this is one that I really want to get to, but like I'm worried about it, is I'm a bit of a goody two shoes in my games, right? Believe it or not. I love the superheroes. And I'm curious if by the time we get to the end of the story, if I'll be like, they did that really well, or I'll be like, the Justice League. I'm crying, you know? Like, I'm excited to see how they'll handle that, because I mean, I don't know to what play it.
Do you? I can ask y'all this. Do you actually think we're going to kill the Justice League?
I hope so.
That's crazy.
That really is.
Not that
When you
crazy.
think about
Why
it.
is that
That was a real quick, like, I hope we kill all the heroes.
I really do. Because I was having this conversation with Wiccan the other day. We were all talking. It's like, these people have been murdered and died multiple times in the comics at this point. Like, these people have been around for years, decades, generations, and they have been murdered, slaughtered, killed, thrown all which kind of way, turned every which way but loose. And now that we can do it in a video game, everybody is all of a sudden clutching their pearls. And I just find that to be really funny.
That's a fair point. Because I remember when you can talk about story stuff from the alpha, can't you? That's not like,
yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
With the bit with spoilers, if anyone's not played any of the alpha, with the Flash bit, you know, when it's like when Batman's like just going it, like absolutely wailing on him, that made me really sad. Because not because it's bad, like, but because it's like, no, the Flash, no, get off him. It's so like it's really interesting, because so like, you know, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, you can do like the black suit one. Never did it. Never, always went red suit. I've always been the good guy in these games. And so like the idea of you have to be the bad guy, right? And it's like you have to fight
morally gray guy.
Morally gray, yeah. Morally gray. And you have to fight the good guys, well, at least they used to be. And it's going to be so interesting to be like, how will it feel for someone like me that is like, I love the heroes, you know what I mean? Like I'm very curious to be how I'll feel about that, you know, because, and also, will I be able to criticize it fairly if it doesn't feel right, or will I be like done hard by because I've had to just shoot Superman in the face? You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be, it's quite exciting. Like, I'm looking forward to finding out.
I'm popping Bruce like a zit.
I don't even know if that's the real Justice League. You know, I'm really looking forward, because this story is so up in the air with the introduction of Elseworlds, and you know, the two different dead shots, you know, this dead shot was fake and he could have been from Earth 2, or you know, with
Mm.
the Green Lantern from Earth 2 already showing up, you know what I mean, which was
Mhm.
Hal Jordan and whatnot. So like is this actually the Justice League? Flash lost a finger, he comes back as an evil Flash, he's got all his fingers. Is that the same Flash? You know what I mean? That's why I'm really looking forward to this particular story. Like that's why I want to do it solo, kind of, you know what I mean? Because I want to inhale it. Like I want to know what the hell is going on, and are we actually going to be able to fix this problem? So
I've got to play it with my friends after the Batman experience, because if we get more moments sort of similar to that, I've got to be able to experience that blind, because I feel like that was really unfair for like Ethan and Slip that I got a chance to taste it first, so I didn't go, "Oh," or get scared or nothing, and then to watch their experience with me having complete knowledge of what's going on felt almost really mean. So I was like, all right, let me like, you know, be a bit more blind in the future.
got you. Man, you think it's the real Justice League? Chat, do y'all think we're literally going to be killing the real Justice League? Is this the actual Justice League? I'm gonna ask y'all. Let me know in the comment section. Huda, is this the real Justice League?
I want to say yes, but I don't really think so.
You don't think so? What do you think it could be?
Yeah, I think it's the real Justice League. Because I feel like
I think it is
for
as well.
them to just introduce us to this Justice League and then kill them off immediately is like that's a lot. But I also feel like that they're kind of used to this stuff. Like I was just playing Arkham Knight recently, and the stuff that Joker was saying was like off the wall, and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. So it's just like I'm not I wouldn't be surprised either way. I might be a little shook if we get to the end and they're actually like, surprise, it's not really them, blah blah blah. Like I'd be like,
Oh,
oh my
you think that
god.
would be more of a letdown for you if it's not them?
I mean, as someone who's
I'm
like,
gonna be mad if I killed someone and it's not who I think it is when we get to the end of the game and there's the person that I just shot their face off and they're just sitting right there. Like I'm like, girl, okay, Keisha.
Slice Stardust.
so so here's an interesting thing to go with the clone idea, right? Is that like in the roadmap, we already see that we're probably going to fight a Superman again and a Green Lantern again. So like they're clearly, you know, there's a few, right? But that could obviously be from different universes that got
Right.
in the brain. But like, one thing I'm super interested in is that if this is the Arkhamverse Justice League, why don't they go into a dimension with Justice League not brainwashed and bring them over to us to help us fight their evil counterparts? Wouldn't that be sick? We can have Justice League NPCs for like different universes and stuff to help us fight these, but then people would just want to play with the Justice League. So maybe that's a stupid idea.
Yeah,
like if you bring the Justice League, you can't then say we're just gonna let them stand there. You can't even play as them, like, because that's depressing.
I mean, think about how people felt when they dropped Hank Pym in on Avengers, and he just literally
he was playable, bro. Do you not get the artifact? But he spits
like
out.
Literally he drops in, shoots a piece of cannon at somebody, they shrink, and he leaves. That's not playable.
That's the gameplay. How else was he going to play?
Bro, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. And no, sir.
Hank
you know what?
Pym
Let's ask somebody else if they think it's the real Justice League. Toledo, please. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi.
Hello.
So, do you think this is the real Justice League that we're going to be killing in the game?
A friend of mine has a theory. I think it's Brainiac clones, right? Where basically Brainiac takes over the multiverse, and obviously in the inside it says, they take DNA samples from the Justice League. Do you
I wonder
remember
how he
that?
gets that DNA, by the way. It's a bit sus. That's all I'm saying.
Just thinking about that makes me think that we're not fighting the actual Justice League, but they're actually captive on Brainiac ship.
Oh, and that's why he's producing more Supermen to fight in the incursions and yada yada yada. So he has them in some kind of like isolation chamber or something crazy like that, right? And
Yeah.
sucking their DNA out so they can make clones that he can use, and they're fully submissive to him. Makes sense to me. Shoot. But then that's just gonna piss off Huda because he wants to kill people.
See, but that's the thing though. If we are always dealing with things in like Elseworlds, we don't necessarily have to be saving these people. They could still be trapped somewhere. Like we could be Brainiac and he'd be like, "Oh my god, you bested me. Let me hop up in this portal and like take these people with me." And then he gone somewhere else, and that's why we end up doing little Elseworld things. Like it's a lot.
I really hope they don't do clones, right? Because we've got J-Day already, right? Then we're gonna have clones. Yeah, then we've got the multiverse being involved. At this point, are we sure that we're not just playing Marvel's Avengers again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we just need to kill the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they just need to be dead for the sake of the timeline. All right, we can't be doing circles. Okay.
But what if it's
somebody said, hold on, wait. This is actually about to be super, super funny when y'all see what happens. Hero Mentor says, as long as we aren't facing Green Lantern as much as I did Taskmaster on Avengers. But I got somebody who would love to face Green Lantern that many times. Ain't that right, J. Cool Prime?
Be fighting robot clones.
Bro, is this the real Justice League we fighting now? Do you think
I'm gonna do what I gotta do? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Is this the real Justice League, J. Coon Prime?
Honestly, I'm sticking with my previous answer from before. No, I don't think it's them.
Damn. So going across the board, Slice Stardust, what did you say? Real Justice League, yes or no?
I think it's the real Justice League, yeah.
Huda?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. J. Coon says no. Taladia says no. He thinks it's a clone situation where he's literally just making. That's actually like that idea, to be honest with you. That's actually a really good idea. But Avengers did it first.
I mean, you don't necessarily need somebody alive.
Justice League Day with the invasion taking place, and then like, clones. Like I'm just saying.
Amanda Waller is Monica. Wow, bro,
Nick Fury, maybe.
You keep saying Avengers had this whole invasion thing. Are you sure we played the same game?
I didn't say Avengers had an invasion. I said they did the clone.
Stardust.
They did the threat on the celebration day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Justice League Day, Avengers Day, Brainiac is Monica. Like we're gonna be fighting 12 versions of, you know what I'm saying? Like MODOK is Superman, or like whoever gets. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Ethan. Same brain. I do think no, but in all seriousness though, I think the Justice League we fight in the main campaign will be the real ones. I think the ones in post launch, you know, like the purpley Superman, Green Lantern on the roadmap, they will probably be like DNA clone thingamajigs.
Man, okay. All right. So I got somebody who actually talked to someone who worked on the game just recently. And if you haven't checked out that podcast, I suggest that you do so. Good friend of mine, like to laugh at his tweets and stuff on YouTube, has one of the hottest podcasts in the game right now. I'm going to ask him the same question I asked y'all. Do you think this is the real Justice League, my dude, Mr. Deeper Depths? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's good, man? I'm great, man. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm super good. I'm hyped. 2 days. Let's go.
Let's go. 2 days.
You think it's the real Justice League, bro?
You know what, man? a lot of people have been flirting with the idea, that these could be like, clones or whatever the case may be. I personally think that it's the real Justice League.
Nice.
Because again, the reason why I'm thinking that is we got to think about, the context with Wonder Woman. She was with the Justice League, so she would kind of know, what's up. Maybe their whereabouts before the Suicide Squad had actually got involved. So I think it's a real deal. I think we kind of, undermine the capabilities of Brainiac to just say that, he's only smart enough to get clones, whatever the case is. But I think it's them. I think it's the real Justice League.
That's scary because when you said that, it made me think about that one scene where Diana, Wonder Woman, hits Flash up with that rope, and he's like, the only way you can save the world is to kill us, Diana. You have to kill us. And
true, yeah. Clone wouldn't come out with something like that. He'd be like, the real me's on the ship.
Right.
No, but here's the thing. What if they have the memories of the original Justice League, right? And furthermore,
you just don't want the Justice League to die. That's all that
You
is.
just want to kill them.
My character progression on the stream went from I really don't want to kill my heroes to I really hope we get to kill my heroes. Like my character progression in 40 minutes has been crazy.
It's crazy. Because this story, when you think about it, this is not a very linear story as is.
Not really, no.
It's good, but it's not linear. You really don't know what's going on, and they put you in the middle of something. You're not at the beginning of it. You didn't see Brainiac take over. You didn't see the Justice League go and fight Brainiac and lose or whatnot. You just know that they're dropping you off in the city, and then there's like, you know what? Our targets are the Justice League. You're like, wait, what? The who?
Right.
The dude that can bounce bullets off his chest, the guy that's faster than what? No, that's what they put you in the middle of. So you don't know what the hell is going on. That's why I was telling Stardust earlier, I'm so into what this story is going to prevail. You know what I mean? Because like it's not linear at all. You don't know what the hell is going on. So we've got. Stars thinks it's the real Justice League. Huda thinks it's the real Justice League. Deeper thinks it's the real Justice League. J. Coon Prime,
No.
not the real Justice League. Taladia, not the real Justice League.
No.
At this point, I'm going to say, I hope it's not the real Justice League because I really don't want to murk the Flash. But at the same time, it would live up to a whole different type of hype if it is the real Justice League. Like, just think about the implications and ramifications of that. You know what I mean? You're literally wiping out the Justice League from your earth. Period. Like, that's a wrap.
I mean,
To have
technically,
Rocksteady
they
just
already
go, "You know what?
gone.
Yeah, you're gonna kill them. Just tip of
Like-
the hat to them if they actually did that, because that's just going like, hey, we don't care. We're doing our own thing, and that means we're gonna kill them. But at the same time, they're not stupid. They know how much. Look at how much hate mail they got already. What if we actually do kill them? People in the mailroom are not going to be able to feel their legs from the avalanche.
Oh God. This game really is just that crazy when you think about it. Like, are we really going to do this? Is this? I know that's what the game title says. It is called Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. So, okay, let's go and move on to the next subject because we spent some time on that, yo. It's all free DLC, guys. Like, initial thoughts. I just want to know what you think about that when you first read it, when you first saw it, when you first heard about it. Slight Stardust.
Time is a circle. We're back. Avengers 2, baby. Let's do this.
No, keep it going. Keep it going. Who the one?
Okay.
What was your first thoughts?
Mine?
No,
okay.
who cares? Say that again.
I thought it was a little surprise.
Surprise.
Wondering how that's gonna work out. You know.
Deeper depths.
Man, it scares me, to be honest. It really scares me, to be honest, because again, it's my hopes for the game that, you know, there's longevity with it. You know, we kind of been talking about that, you know, just kind of amongst our circle, you know, what amount of time do we think the game should last in order to be considered a success? And the answer across the board was 3 years, you know, but with everything being free, you know, I'm hoping for the, but I mean, don't get me wrong, they're coming out the gate like shooting. I mean, they are literally raising the bar on how live service game should be done. But my initial thoughts when I heard free everything was like,
J-Cone Prime, initial thoughts when you first heard it. Everything is free as far as post-launch content.
Every single one of you that is afraid is tainted. You have been led astray. Why wouldn't you want to not have to spend money? Of course, I'm excited.
Plays.
I'm excited for its free content. Basically, it means a full year I can cover the game, play the DLC. Even if I decide to stop playing the game, I can always go back and play the free stuff, which is a good thing. And maybe in a year 2 or something, they might do paid content, but still, I'm just excited.
For me, my initial thoughts was I literally had Avengers flashbacks, yo. I was like, oh no, not the free content. They're just gonna sell skins, and skins don't sustain the game. But and people are like, well, it's so laid out. It's so laid out. Avengers was laid out. We had Kate Bishop coming, and then we had Hawkeye coming, and then it all got delayed. And then when Hawkeye finally came, it was too damn late. You know what I mean? And that's what, if it's more of a if situation with this game. And that's why so much of us are tainted, J-Cone Prime, because we went through this, bro. We felt the heat of the kitchen and the person not cooking right and it all coming out burnt, bro. Like we
like I wasn't there.
Have you ever had burnt hot dogs, bro? Like no.
You act like I wasn't right there on the front line with you. I saw what Avengers did.
Yes, and it hurt. It hurt people's soul. It tainted them so hard that
Crystal Dynamic is owned by what? Square Enix?
Well, was at one point.
Okay, yeah, was. Okay. Square Enix, not to like be the bad guy here, but there's a reason why Square Enix doesn't venture far from Final Fantasy very often. Because they are very, very, and Nintendo's guilty of this too. Pretty much anyone over in Japan is guilty of this. They are very set in their ways with how they do business. Rocksteady's not going to have that problem with WB backing them. All they're going to see is the dollar signs. Avengers, at the end of the day, was it a fine game? Yes, but it did nothing original, especially with the DLC. Yes, Kate was an all original character. Hawkeye was not. Lady Thor was not. Winter Soldier was not.
Black Panther
also kinda not. There's only but so much original stuff you can do in a beat 'em up, and Suicide Squad's going to have this same problem because it's all gunplay. But where you separate that is with the characters. And Joker alone was enough to sit there and go, they know what they're doing. They'll be fine.
Him being the first DLC character to me was a knock out of the park. It would have had the same ring if like a Sentry or a who's a super Captain Marvel actually coming to Avengers as the first DLC character. If that would have happened, the game probably would have been all right, you know, if it worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, I get they wanted to stick with, we only want to use people that were actually Avengers. And motherfucker, why was Winter Soldier in there? He was with the Thunderbolts. You just
why is Kate Bishop there? Why is Miss Marvel there? She's not an Avenger. You know what I mean? Like, I get it.
I think they have a good head on their shoulders. It being free content, banking on the cosmetic shop, banking on the battle pass that is going to give you a return that I'm going to predict right now. You go through the premium pass, the pass is going to be $10, $12? You're going to get enough in-game currency to buy the next pass if you want to, just like Fortnite's doing, just like Halo Infinite's doing. They're going to be fine.
I hope so. I hope so. Anybody else have any more thoughts on the free DLC? Let me know now or forever hold your peace.
So,
I mean,
so
Shut up. We're going to start us first. Go ahead, start.
Okay. So I think the free DLC is obviously really cool as a consumer. I mean, of course it is. Like sort of like what Jay Kuhn said is like we've been burnt before, so now we look at free DLC as like a not a bad thing, but as a bit of like a I don't know. Like that sounds so weird, doesn't it? Like imagine someone outside of our circle being like, I don't know about free content. Guys. I mean,
But
I don't know. It's a bit shady. No, but I mean, the stuff that they're going to have with this free content sounds great. It's more about if they're able to have, because it all depends on the player base they have and the amount of people spending money on on that cosmetic shop. As simple as that. And if the thing that worries me a little bit is that the Suicide Squad isn't as big of an IP as the Avengers, right? And I'm not saying Avengers because that is the comparison. They're both superhero. Well, one's alive, one's not, but they were both live service games and all that, right? So the Avengers couldn't keep afloat with that sort of thing. Suicide Squad may have a problem, but Avengers also couldn't keep its players, couldn't keep the whales, right? Couldn't keep people on board. Suicide Squad has the potential with all that they're dropping, even with just Joker alone, to keep people around, to keep them spending money. It just depends if they can get enough people through the door and stay there.
They literally are dropping Joker as soon as you get done with the campaign and in game. Like, here's Joker.
Here's how they can make all their money back with Joker. Release a Batman Who Laughs skin day one. You'll get it all back. All back.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
I'll go along with that.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Huda, did you have anything else to say about the free DLC?
No.
No. What about you, D?
No. I think that again, like it was just mentioned, that even though Suicide Squad is definitely not as popular of an IP as the Avengers, it's definitely critical with the DLC characters that they released. It's going to create that buy-in because I've already had some people say initially that they were not interested in the game, but once they heard about Joker, now they're all in. So that's definitely their cash cow.
Just think about a Deathstroke coming in or a Peacemaker. You know how popular Peacemaker is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
I would do the dance on stream, full costume if they release Peacemaker.
Look at that. Jay Kuhn, anything else on the free DLC, boss?
I think the free DLC is a gigantic step in the right direction because Fortnite has been doing it for God knows how long with their Battle Pass. And then on top of that, the game itself is free. Halo Infinite has been doing the same, where you have a shop and then you have a Battle Pass and then everything else is free. That is smart. It's a slow burn. Yeah, they didn't get the numbers right out of the gate because, well, Halo Infinite had some issues right at the beginning. But Suicide Squad's clearly not going to have that outside of performance issues that they weren't able to lock down in just a simple closed test. Like, bugs are going to happen. It's just the state of gaming these days. The biggest hurdle they are going to have to jump is player retention, just like Stardust said, just like we've all kind of already discussed. But the thing is that's going to separate Suicide Squad from what Avengers had to deal with is one thing and one thing only. Destiny 2 is not in a good state right now. If I were the development team for Suicide Squad, I would kick Destiny 2 while it's down. And it looks like they are doing exactly that because Destiny is not going to get to fight back until like May. So you have a 5-month head start before Destiny can even fire back. So,
and I know a lot of Avengers players went to Destiny after the failure of Avengers and kind of just been hanging around in that state. So having a game like this to bring them back and to keep them back, like that's going to be insane. Taladia, any other things you wanted to say about the free DLC, sir?
So with the free DLC, they've been obviously planning this since 2 years, 2 to 3 years, because you remember the game got delayed. So it was originally supposed to come out in 2022, but now we're in 2024. So obviously they've been planning this, and I think the idea of it being a free DLC makes logical sense, and for them just to flesh out as much content as they can and take their time with it. And obviously, like Jay Kun said, they got ahead, they got a step ahead of what Destiny 2 has got coming up. So that's the good thing. The only thing I worry about is the day one, if the patches and the complaints. That's the only, because there is a lot of people that complain, and we know what they're like.
Complain on the internet? Get out of here.
No way. No way.
No.
All right. Let's check this real quick, and then we are going to go into the next subject, which is no early review codes.
What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video. It's an easy way to help the squad grow and give you more fire content, shows, and events. This is your DSG brand ambassador Spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
If you have not hit that like button yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. It only helps the channel out. But yeah, anyway, let's get on to the next thing. So, no early review codes. Everybody's getting the game at the same time. Everybody get to review the game at the same time. So it's going to be wild. IGN got snubbed, and I just kind of want to know y'all thoughts on that. So we'll start with you, Mr. Slice Stardust. One of the guys from IGN posted something in the vein of, I gave one game a 0.5 out of 10 or something like that, and they still gave me a code. And they still gave me a code. This is not a good look for you, WB. Do you agree with what he was talking about, or should they have gotten snubbed?
So that tweet by Destin was bullshit. All right, you're not owed a code by anyone, right? Let's just get it cleared up. Content creators, IGNers, journalists are not they're not entitled to a code. So that's that. But I think that if other people are getting review codes, does IGN deserve to be snubbed? No, actually, believe it or not. Now let me explain why. So their review was a bit weird. Okay. But I think that there was a big part of that they just were not explaining it very well. They might have been bad at the game, but you know what? Suicide Squad is an IP that goes to everyone, right? It's an IP that people are going to pick up, whether they've had tons of experience of FPSs under their belt or none. So if a boss fight for sort of more, should we say, mid gamers is too annoying, fair enough. I understand that. You know, saying the Flash is too fast, yeah, it's a bit stupid, but I can understand it if you're like going around being like, whoa, what was going on, right? The markers thing that Destin was talking about, you know, like things just happen, you got no indicator. That was something that, sorry to bring this game up again, it's happening a lot tonight. People had problems with Avengers on day one. Remember, we'd just be looking around, all of a sudden, an adaptoid, right out of nowhere. You'd be like,
purple,
whoa.
Yeah, those purple.
Yeah, there's a marker on the screen, but like, oh, great. Like, what, for 2 milliseconds? Like, nice one. And this might be problems that we genuinely have when we all play it, or some, like Lejeune, freak of nature, might not. Right? And that's sort of why, yeah, all right, it wasn't a favorable review. IGN retweeted it a few times. But look, as content creators, we know the game's the game, right? If it works, keep doing it. That's all I'm saying, right? So I think that them being snubbed isn't the best thing, but I also don't think reviewed codes are necessary, right? And the reason I say that is because I think that us going it, so WB have seen clearly that the alpha was quite a success. Players with good word of mouth were going around to everyone saying, this game's sick, really like this. That did more for the game than any of those press releases from journalists did. So if you get everyone in at the same time and have the same success with people like me, you, anyone here saying game's actually really sick, I think that does more than giving it to IGN again and said, you know what, I played another 20 hours, still arse.
Right. Well,
Do you know what I mean?
lucky for IGN, the same person isn't reviewing it. So
Yeah, that's true though. See what I mean? Like, so if they didn't get snubbed, could have been totally different situation. The person who played it for IGN could have said, you know what, it's best game of all time, 12 out of 10 somehow. You know what I mean? So like, it's just, I don't know.
I hear you. Hopefully he doesn't take that personally, but it is what it is. Huda, IGN gets snubbed. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, it ain't hurting my pocket. I already got my game pre-ordered, so I ain't worried about it. I don't give a shit about IGN anyway. I never gave a shit about IGN.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Deeper.
follow up in 1 second.
Deeper.
And
IGN.
you know what? Honestly, IGN is not the end all be all. Of course, they have a huge platform and all that stuff is great, but you know, they're definitely controlling the narrative. I mean, let's look at the fact that people from IGN went out to the event in California. Some of them probably had an opportunity to play the alpha as well. I mean, they've given enough. You know, I come from a generation of gaming where there were no review codes. I mean, you got the game when it was on the shelf. So, you know, I don't think it's a bad idea. They control the narrative that way. And I mean, if they got snubbed in the process. I mean, you know, everybody will be able to enjoy the game when the game comes out. Buy the game, pre-order the game, and then make your own decision.
Real quick before you move to J-Kun, I also feel like this is a smart idea on WB's part, because if they turn the servers on before the actual day, who's to say that other people won't get on and start leaking things out while these press people are running around playing the game and stuff? It's just like
They already had that
like
issue with Mortal Kombat 1.
Yep.
And I don't want people to pass me the leaderboards.
J-Kun Prime, IGN gets snubbed.
I am in agreement with Stardust that like they honestly shouldn't have, because at the end of the day, it is a business. So if you take them not liking your game personal, that actually looks bad on you, not them. But on the other side of that fence, nobody has taken IGN seriously for a very, very long time. You are entitled to nothing because you are simply a media company and nothing more. Your word does not make or break gamers. But yeah, the nobody getting a code thing, personally, well, I know a few folks that can now officially calm down because now you know nobody's getting one.
Right.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it's the game company's choice. I'm right there with Deeper. Like I remember the days of Nintendo Power Game Pro, and then the days of PlayStation Underground. Like, you didn't get no review code or nothing like that. You got the game just like everybody else did. So yeah, I think a lot of it just stems from the same thing it always does, is people just can't wait to take a jab at IGN. And Roger Murtaugh said it best. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Canadian plays, IGN gets snubs. Your thoughts?
So I agree with Stardust. Like, I think
that's the first time everybody on the panel has agreed with Slice Stardust. That is crazy, dude.
I'm just on it. I'm just on one tonight. I'm just on it.
Go ahead, Toledo.
Right, he's right.
So, well, you're right, like Stardust, right? And plus, I also think that there's a shift in media where people are handed out stuff now, because we're at that point now where people aren't like taking things seriously, like people like IGN, GameSpot, and all those other companies that aren't, they do reviews, but they're not actually serious about it. So, like, in my opinion, that obviously, like Stardust said, is like they aren't older code, and whoever thinks they are older code, like, seriously, look at the reviews. Look at the reviews not the review, the what's it called, Let's Play that they did for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The whole thing with like review copies anyway, honestly, in my opinion, is starting to get a little tiring. That like I'm kind of at that point where like I wish almost that they just didn't, no company did them at all, because so many people in our space view it as some type of status symbol when it's really not. It just shows that either A, you know the right person, or B, you kissed the right butt. Because a lot of times, unless it's some kind of indie company, they're not doing it based on your credentials or your merit or your viewer numbers, anything like that. They're doing it because somebody put your name in their ear. And there are some rare exceptions to that. Like Jay Shockblast is one of the rare exceptions where, yeah, he did kind of bust his butt to get where he is. So whatever he gets, he's kind of earned it at this point. But especially in the FGC, the fighting game community, like so many people view that as some type of status symbol. And it's like, guys, do you have any idea how many NDAs I've been under and just never said a damn thing?
I'm gonna just say this much. In the last few games that I've wanted to buy and wanted to play, I did not watch any early plays of, Rick, early playthroughs. I didn't watch any early reviews. I wanted to experience it for myself,
Yeah, and that's hard to come by nowadays.
Right. So I'm not even into the early access stuff anyway. Like if you got early access, cool. If I'm covering, I might say something about it and shoot people your way. But I'm like, I don't, just give me the game when it's time for me to play it, or give me an alpha or a beta or whatever, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, the last thing I'd want to point out with the IGN thing, like sometimes, like just like Stardust said again, so here's another one for him tonight. Sometimes a closed test is going to do 10 million times more than a simple like 5 or 6 minute review, because you're getting the opinion based off one person, and we couldn't talk about the closed test because we were under NDA. And this is another reason why I'm starting to hate like early copy stuff. People don't want to like try and improve the game. They want to try and pad their resume because look, I had it before everybody else. Like, and that gets tiring in and of itself. When I did the closed test, I was hypercritical. I enjoyed what I had, but I was hypercritical about it to where I sent them almost 2 pages of shit I would like to see changed. And I did it because I cared and I want to see the game succeed. And a lot of people, especially the ones that are actively crying about getting a review copy, do not have that mindset of, I want to make the game better. I just want something for free so people will look at me. And it's like, knock it off.
Yeah,
I only want review copies so I can get games that I'm excited for early.
You only want free copies so you can continue making banger YouTube shorts.
It's not even for the videos. I've already told people I'm not uploading anything when Suicide Squad comes out because I genuinely just want to play it. But like, if I got sent a code early, I'd have maybe done a couple of videos just to do the requirements and then be like, oh, well, let's get into it.
Hoarder Gamer hanging in the basement again. I see. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I appreciate that, by the way, J-Kun. Thank you.
Do you think that the fact that everything is coming out at the same time, no early access review codes, no leaks, none of that is happening until the game drops, do you think that will affect sales at all, Hoarder?
At this point, I don't think the hardcore people, the people that love DC, the people that love games as a service, especially like a shooter, like a looter shooter type of experience, they're kind of set in, they're all ready. They have it pre-ordered or they're ready to pick up their physical copy, whatever. They're all set. Now, the word of mouth people and things like that were still on the fence, possibly. But with a game as a service, unfortunately, this is really how it usually happens. It's basically the servers go up and then everything goes from there, unless there's a special event like for a day or two or some sort of weird thing like they did, I think, for one of the Metal Gear games where they, play in a contained environment, for the entire game, like an actual review thing. So yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty normal. One thing I do want to say real quick, though, I do feel bad because I have no issues with Destin Legary. I like Destin. But yes, I just like everybody, even Paul Tassi, I had a good laugh at the Flash is too fast. That was funny. But I think the reason that they were snubbed is because the IGN Twitter was like, hey, we're going to go and retweet this like 3 times daily. Like it was like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They went so far to even change like the lead line. So it was like a brand new tweet, like kind of like digging in with like, this is what we thought of the game, you know. So I think that could have been the reason, not Destin. I disagree with a number of things Destin said. I do feel that he came in at an odd angle, if that makes any sense. But I think it could have more to do with the way IGN kind of like pounded it into the ground.
Yeah, we didn't like this game, and we're going to make sure all of our thousands of followers know that we didn't like the game. Yeah. Slight Stardust.
I'm gonna go on and tell all 300 of my Facebook friends not to buy your game.
Slight Stardust. Does this affect sales in your opinion?
No, no, not at all, man. Like, I mean, anything that is to do with like, so a lot of the argument that is made about like, you know, no reviews, all that stuff, right, is like, what, you know, like the general sort of audience. But I feel like the general audience will already have been sold on it if they were going to buy it, and or they're gonna, you know, look at it in the store and be like, I didn't know this game was coming out. That looks cool. I know the Suicide Squad are. The Justice League say, what? Like, they've got Superman right on the back of the box. Like, all you got to do is a quick examination and you know that this is probably a game you're going to get if you're into that sort of stuff. So, meh, you know, like, I think it's going to be fine. I mean, like, the Royal Rumble, which is happening right now, so I might have to go soon, sorry, is sponsored by Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
right. Like, it's everywhere. Like, I cannot escape this game. So, I mean, I think no, I don't think it's going to change anything.
Huda, affect sales in any way at all, good or bad? What you think?
I think it will. It'll just give them a bigger bag because WB has been around for a long time. And back in the day, where they used to say there's no such thing as bad publicity. So regardless of people are being negative, they're still talking about what this game is. Some random person might be like, oh, I heard this game was ass. Let me pick it up and see anyway. And then I'm like, oh, actually, this game is really cool. I see that a lot going on with like games like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A lot of games. People did that shit with Avengers. Oh my gosh, I heard Avengers was horrible. And they play and they're like, actually, this is a really good game. I see it like every 2 days on Twitter. I'm just now going to it and it's really good. I'm like, girl, go away. We've been there, done that already. We don't want to do it again. So it's like, I feel like, yeah, it's negative, but at the end of the day, it'll help the bottom line, which is people want to see it. People want to know what the experience is. If they see their friend playing, even though they've heard bad things about it, they want to get it anyways because they're like, well, my friend's playing it, but I've heard this, so let me just try it out.
Deeper. What do you think, bro? How do you think this goes? Is this affects sales, good, bad, medium? Does it matter? What you think?
I don't think, you know, it affects sales at all. You know, again, probably for the 5th time tonight, I agree with Stardust as well.
Oh
you know,
God.
that I don't think it affects sales. Again, you know, if this is your type of game, I think you're getting it anyway, because there's nothing out there like this right now. You know, so it's got its own lane. You know, it's got its own niche. You know, again, I think that even the publicity being bad and negative, you know, like who was saying, is still driving all eyes, you know, towards this game. And we saw that with the alpha. In fact, there was so much stress from people trying to get a code to play the game that were bashing the game that it literally broke the internet, you know. So I think people are going to be playing this game, you know. So no, it's not going to affect, you know, the sales of the game.
J-Kun Prime sales.
I think it's going to affect the sales of the game, but I think it's going to affect it in a positive way because I have plenty of friends that will go buy a game just to spite IGN. IGN said this is trash. Let me go check it out. And I'm guilty of doing that too. I don't do it as much as some of my friends do, but people are going to be looking at the content creators. They're going to be looking at the live streamers in order to make up their mind about this game. And that is pretty much going to be that. And like, I still have that happen now. I have one friend that he's kind of historically late to the party. He is now currently trying out Gotham Knights because of me. And I'm just sitting there going like, okay then. And then he messages me, dude, this is horrible. Like, how did you make this game look so good? And I'm like, easy, I modded it. So yeah, I think people are gonna go buy it just to spite IGN.
Taladia, affecting sales, good or bad?
I don't think it'll have a bad sales at all. I think it'll have a positive sales. I think it will meet sales expectations. That's what I think. And I also believe that when it meets the sales expectation, there'll be higher praises from Warner Brothers, because right now Warner Brothers are in debt. They're almost 60% up to bankruptcy. So Rocksteady, with their pushing this game, and this will basically get revenue coming in, and I can see this game not having any poor sales at all.
Well, it is the #1 pre-ordered game on PlayStation 5, beating out Tekken 8, which was kind of crazy because Tekken is a huge game. It's been
same
around
in this country as well now, by the way. You know how before in the roundtable chat I was like, Miller, what are you talking about? It's happening over here as well. Same thing.
I can actually shed some light on that, if I may.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
God
not
said let there be light.
He's just looking at me. Okay. So Tekken is a worldwide phenomenon, but it's still very much in a niche where Suicide Squad is going to reach a much broader audience, because Tekken has always been what is called a legacy game, where if you've played the other ones, you're going to kind of know what to do right out the gate going into the next one, minus a few character changes. And that makes the game, while there is a ton for casual players to do, going online is like letting the casual player just walk right into the front row of Death Row. It's just not going to end well for them.
Tekken has sold more than 55 million units worldwide. It's not a niche game, bro. That game is like super popular. We're even in the chat.
It's still a niche, no matter how big the number.
Even in the chat, in the DSG chat, Ari was like, "Yo, I might have to get on. I haven't played Tekken in a minute, but I might have to get on Tekken." You know what I'm saying? So even people who, like you said, I guess, if you've played a Tekken game, you know how to play Tekken. And this one looks so amazing. It is already sold a bunch of units. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sales in fighting games are always huge, and then they drastically taper off. So Suicide Squad is going to see more long-term success than what Tekken.
That's what I'm thinking. With their DLCs, I think if they drop them right, like they're already dropping the Joker, which has already gotten a score of people to be more interested in the game than that were before. You drop go ahead, sir, because you look like you about to.
I've got a skedaddle, and I didn't want to just leave and I also didn't want to be like before anyone else talks. And I thought, because you're the host, it's like it's okay if I do it to you. But thanks everyone for having me. It's been really fun. I'm really looking forward to the game. Anyone here and anyone who's on the chat or anything, if you want to show me gear pieces you've got and stuff, I really want to see them, because that's community is going to be really exciting. Thanks to everyone here. I love you all, and CM Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
I unfortunately am going to have to go out too. My tournament's about to start.
Peace, love, and hair grease. Thank you for coming through, Jay.
Thank
you.
Have
a good one, bro.
Like always.
All right, let's get this back down to craziness into a nice bowl of making sense. With DLC dropping, I think a lot more people are going to be interested in the game. Once you get your Jokers in the game, who else Miller said was coming, some Killer Croc, and those bigger Suicide Squad members, and DC villains in general, like Lex Luthor may be a playable character. You know what I mean? So when those people come, it's going to get the people who really like DC. And that's a huge fan base. DC's fan base is as big, if not as big as Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm talking about the whole DC, not the DC Cinematic Universe. I'm talking about the whole DC. So that can be huge for them, especially with the word of mouth, is what we were going at. Word of mouth versus the big marketing outlets. Me personally, I don't see an issue with sales going down because IGN and all of these other outlets don't have the early access. I think, as I'm gonna have to agree with Slice Stardust too, that the people playing the game are going to sell the game. So I know I went into the store last week and the homie was like, "Oh, yo, what games are you playing?" Bro, I'm like, "I'm not playing nothing. I can't wait to play Suicide Squad." And he's like, "Is that really gonna be good?" I'm like, "I played the alpha. I enjoyed myself. Okay, I'm gonna pick it up." That's a sell right there. His homeboy behind the counter is like, "Suicide Squad? Is that the shooter game? Yeah, I might pick that up too." That's two more people just from me saying I played the alpha and it was good in real life. So just imagine each of y'all doing that, or each, whoever plays the game, somebody ask him about it. I enjoyed myself. That sells out the door right there. So, I mean, I know people who don't even know what the hell an IGN is, but they play video games. You know what I mean? They don't get on Twitter. They don't know anything about the social medias or none of that. They might play a video game, but they don't know anything about IGN. So I think word of mouth for this type of game is actually, especially with all of the hate, which we're about to get into in the next subject. But with all of the hate coming at it, I think word of mouth is going to do so well for this game. Speaking of haters seeing the light. The diss rapper Foles. I don't know if y'all was around for the whole Christmas diss rap thing where Jay Shock and the homie Sadat got dissed by a Gotham Knights creator or whatever. He made a little rap about him, and it was silliness over Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Well, if you guys were tuned into the after show podcast last night, that same guy came on and he actually apologized. Says the game looks great. Can't wait to play it. Your thoughts on that, Deeper Depths?
Man, here's what's so funny about it. Okay, so I never did hear like the little diss track or whatever. I knew that there was one, but I never actually heard it. But this is the funny thing. The same creator, all right, and I didn't learn this because I didn't even know who did the diss track. Like I was behind, I was out of the loop.
Right,
but when I saw Lejeune retweet that creator apologizing and saying that the game looks great, I then went back to my YouTube channel, and he's actually popped in my YouTube about a month ago, and I didn't even respond, because some stuff I just don't, pick your battles. So, he actually was on my page saying, "Oh, this game looks weak. This game is going to suck. Don't waste your time, blah, 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 blah." All right. 30 days later, now he's apologizing. I can't tell you how gratifying that was. How satisfied. And I start to go back because I still pulled up like his comment. I saved it. I don't ever delete that kind of stuff, even if I don't respond to it. And I don't block him or anything like that. So I actually wanted to go back today, bro, and just, screenshot his message. Like, what was that?
Say it again.
I'm telling you, man, it felt so good just to see that, get retweeted by Lejeune, capturing that guy apologizing. I mean, it was the most beautiful thing.
Oh, you got receipts. Scream, man.
I got receipts. I got receipts.
Not the receipt book, yo. Smash, yo, let's go. Huda, what did you think about all of that?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen to it. I did chuckle when I heard about what happened because I thought it was funny. I was like, you really took time out of your day to make a difference to all people you don't know? Like, really?
Oh my god.
It was funny. You already know.
You too petty. Go ahead and be petty. Just be petty, bro. Go ahead and do it.
On the internet, I just don't have the time, the patience, nor the bandwidth to go back and forth with these people over the internet over things that neither them nor I have control over.
Bruh.
I don't
Right.
make video games. I just
Mm-mm.
play them. So if I see
Mm-mm.
something that I like, I'm a play her. And if
Mm.
you don't like that, then that's a you problem. I
It's
had
gotta
somebody
be.
recently
You
call
not
me
about to
Donald
wash my
Trump.
pockets?
Listen, they called me Donald Trump and then told me that I was being Hitler because I was policing their opinions on this game because I did not want to have the discussion with them. They kept trying to goat me into having this conversation. They came into my stream one time. Oh my God, you're gonna play that? Oh, I feel bad for you. I'm like, take that elsewhere. Go this way. Go that way. Actually, no, I did this way because my door, the way my room is set up, my door is right here. I was like, take that way. The door's right there. Go that way.
Yo, wide
So he
open.
left the stream. Oh my God, well, I'm gonna just leave. You have fun, blah, blah, blah. So he messaged me a couple of days after that and sent me this message from what's his name? Osmogold, the man that I said looks like
Yep.
the little
Yep.
gecko caveman. He sent me a video of him and then was like, don't watch this. And I was like, it's some ugly man that I don't know. I'm not going to.
My God.
And so when I said that, he was just like, oh, it's this entitlement and son. And I'm like, you're literally calling me entitled because I don't want to go back and forth with you over video games. We're not doing this. We're
No.
not doing this. You have fun being mad and bitter, playing your 8-bit games that came out in 1982, and I'm going to enjoy Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League when it comes out. I'm gonna have a good ass time.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Hoarder Gamer. Where the hell are we right now? I don't even. Oh, the diss rapper Foles, bro. What do you think about his apology and just this whole hate discourse in general, fam?
I'm interested in it because I was there watching and I caught at least the first hour of the after show.
Mm-hmm.
And during that period of time, at least 3 people popped in being like, this game is trash. What are you talking about, my boy? And then saying that person's name. And then each time it seemed like it may be a burner account or something. It was the weirdest thing. And then all of a sudden, apparently 10 minutes after I had to stop watching, he pops in and says, I'm sorry. So I don't know.
Wow.
There was like one specifically where I was like, so-and-so, is that you? Is this a burner account? Like,
You did not.
Yes.
Y'all so petty, bro.
Yes.
Y'all so petty, though.
The
Y'all
messages were
smash
so
them
similar.
like buttons because Hoarder petty. Smash the like button if you think Hoarder petty. That's real talk. For real. Telania plays this whole diss rapper. He's straight folded, bro. He's like, I'm sorry.
Well-
the game looks nice.
Well, the thing is, at least he apologized. I'll give him props to apologizing. He shouldn't have done it because it actually makes him look like a bad person for doing that in the first place, right? And honestly, I'm glad he apologized. Hopefully Sadat and Jay did accept the apology, but hopefully he doesn't do it again because, if he does it again and says, "Oh, another DC or Marvel game is going to be bad," I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Like I'm not gonna lie, it's like it makes you look you're a content creator. Act your age. Don't act immaturely.
Wow, he said, act your age, not your shoe size. Yo,
Well, it's true. It's true. You gotta act your age. You gotta act. Don't act immaturely. This
Bro.
isn't play school. This is the internet.
Mm.
Like,
Where you showing
Oh.
your face at too? Yeah, I feel it. Man, for me, it was funny because dude attacked me too. You know what I'm saying? He came at me crazy, but I kind of just ignored him. I'm not about to fuss over. You're not about to pocket check me. You're not about to go in my pockets and tell me what I can spend, what I can't spend. I'm a grown ass man. I got churn. I spend my money on what I want to spend my money on because I work for it. So I've gotten a lot of people saying, "Oh, don't waste your money on." Why are you worried about my money? It's not. I'm not spending it on you. So why are you trying to pocket check me? You know what I'm saying? Like if my wife was like, "Don't waste your money on that," then we have a discussion. But I'm not about to let somebody from the internet tell me what to do with my cash. that I earned that they have nothing to do with. So it was a bit funny to me that he was like, oh, I'm going to get the game. I know I said all of this stuff. I'm sorry if the game looks cool. It made me laugh like internally because I was like, you literally did all of that hooping and hollering, making rap songs, riding on horses in the moonlight and all of that, bro. For what? To still buy the game and play with everybody else that you told not to get the game. I'm just like, that's the most, it's crazy to me. It's like, makes no damn sense, but that's the internet for you people.
It's childish. It's childish.
He got a bunch of clicks from it. He's posting Jay's face. He's posting Caboose face. He's posting Sadat's face, and he's getting clicks from it. So it's a smart play if you're trying to get money, but it makes you look stupid because now you have no credibility. And that's one thing that I'm gonna hold myself credible because I'm not about to give you no bull-ish. If I don't like something, I'm not about to bash it. I'm gonna be like, yo, this Control. I always go back to Control. I did not like the game Control. Control is a very great game for those who like it. It was not for me. It just wasn't. I didn't get into it. I'm not about to be on here telling everybody who goes back to buy Control, don't waste your money on it. It's trash. No, because it might be the greatest game you ever played.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm leaving.
Resident Evil is not a game for me. Who to play? Just got off of Resident Evil before jumping in here. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be like, who are you stupid for playing Resident Evil because I don't like it? I made a tweet the other day saying it's the most asinine thing to tell somebody that what they like they shouldn't like because you don't like it. That's like me going into the store and buying bananas and you running in front of me before I get to the counter and say, you're a shill because you buying bananas. Bananas are gross. Bitch, I need bananas for the potassium. You know what I mean? Like, stop. Like, y'all stop trying to control people in they loot because it ain't got nothing to do with you.
I mean, I'm gonna also say as well, right? I have one of my viewers that literally says to me, "Oh, the game. I'm gonna buy the game," but then I see him go to one of my friends' stream. Says, "I'm not gonna get the game." I'm like, I said, look, make up your mind. Use your money your way. Don't listen to what other people tell you to do, because if you do it like that, then you listen to other people and say, "Oh, I'm listening to what they said, so I'm gonna get the game because of what they said." No. Use your mind. Use your brain. Think. Use your money to vote. That's the way I see things.
Manufactured hate has been exposed, guys. So there was a lot of people hating on Suicide Squad, the game. There's a lot of people praising it because there's a lot of toxic positivity too. I'm not going to say that there wasn't, but a lot of the manufactured hate has been exposed, and it seems to be evaporating. There was an article about Suicide Squad game in their DLC saying, "Oh, they're bringing the Joker back from the dead. This isn't okay." If you watched 13 seconds of the Insider, you would know that was a Joker from a different universe. They're not bringing the Joker from Arkham back. He is actually dead. They got a lot of clicks off of that video, but that hate was manufactured. It wasn't real. A real problem for the game. It was something that somebody just literally made up for clicks. How do you guys feel that all of these, manufactured hate campaigns are being exposed and people are actually getting behind the Suicide Squad as a game, as a live service entity? I'll start with you, Deep.
Man, you know what? On one hand, it takes a big person to, apologize and admit and say, hey, I was wrong. I prejudged this game before I really knew, what it was going to be, and I've had a change of heart. But then on the other hand, when you got somebody that's doing stuff for clicks, I mean, you may initially get that momentum, but you kill your credibility with any future opportunity. Because here's the thing about the developers with Rocksteady, and matter of fact, most of the WB brands, WB Montreal, same thing, Gotham Knights, they probably have some of the most active developers in the community that are watching people's videos, watching what people post. I mean, they're all over it. When I was interviewing Dale Walker, who's a former employee of Rocksteady, that's just what he was telling me, that they're very involved. And so people out there watching you, bro. So you smashing the game, this, that, and the other. And even if you say, okay, hey, I had a, change of heart. I mean, like, you're a risk to anybody's brand, and nobody will fool with you moving forward.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Who the manufacturer hate being exposed is not really much left to hate. I mean, literally after that Insider 3, 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna just call it out because all three of those insiders were fire. Plus the little stream they did with Shroud and all of those guys, the Elseworlds in-game stream. I thought each and every one of those things were fire, and it gave us everything that we needed to know as a consumer of this game. What was coming, how long it was going to be coming for it, what's going to happen, and how it's going to happen. So it really didn't leave much left to hate on. And again, aside from those crazy articles like, oh, they're bringing Joker back from the dead. What do you think about the hate being exposed, Huda?
I mean, we already knew it was fake and manufactured anyway. Just the topics they changed up so many times. It was like by the time we got like to the second Insider, they had went from what was it? They just want money. What you call it? Made a bingo card about it. Oh, for that.
So he did.
Brought up before we had even got the Insider video, like the second Insider video. So it's just like, y'all already don't have a concrete argument of why y'all don't like this game in the first place. So it's just like, I don't understand where it's coming from. To me, the second and third Insider videos literally answer any and every question that was lingering or needed to be answered. By the time we got the third one, I was like, I don't have there's literally nothing else that y'all can say that, and I made a tweet about it. There's literally nothing else at this point that can be said in a negative manner as to why you don't like this game. If you don't like it, then you just don't like looter shooter. And that is okay.
Right.
This is not a game for you, and that is okay. There are plenty
That's
of games
cool
that aren't for me, but I'm not about to sit here and waste my time going right. Don't buy that game. I hate DVD. I say it all the time when people ask me to play. Oh, girl, play DVD. No, girl, I hate that game. But I'm not about to go out of my way to be like, DVD's that shit.
Right.
Like, no. And I'm just like, literally every time it was like, first they just wanted money. Second, it was the Kevin Conroy thing. Third, it won't gonna be no content. So it was gonna dry up as soon as X, Y, and Z. Third, fourth, it's repetitive. Oh my gosh, every mission's gonna be the same, all the enemies gonna be the same. What game ain't? What game do you not repeat over and over and over again? I done beat Resident Evil like literally 20 times. I have 315 saves as we speak.
I got 200 hours in Spider-Man 2.
Like, you repeat every game. They're designed to be repeated. So it was just like, at some point, the arguments literally for me were just like null and void. Like I said, I'm just not gonna pay attention to it anymore because y'all are literally screaming into the void because you want to be heard. And instead of you going, I don't like the game because Melee. The Melee for me is not in depth as I would like it to be. It's cute that we have a little bit of attacks here and there. We can do different things. But as far as I'm aware, the Melee it kind of gives me what First Descendant Melee gave me, which is like you have like one or two little attacks you could do, press this button, swing, and then that's it. That's a valid critique. Lead with that first, but they're going, well, they disrespected Kevin Conroy. This was his last performance. How was they supposed to know that this man was on? Like, it's like the things don't correlate. Like, I'm not getting this game. They were so disrespectful to him. Like, girl, when that fake leak came out, and they were saying that we were gonna have to shoot him in the face and stuff. It's like, I can't believe we gotta kill him like that. Girl, the name of the game is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Kill. You not know what kill means? It means to take someone's life. Yes, we're gonna have to kill them. Why are y'all so upset about this?
Or the gamer, the manufactured hate.
It was really upsetting to me because wasn't it like Polygon? It was someone like a big source, wasn't it? And like, so that's really frustrating, but it lets you see what's become of like legacy gaming media. So like, I don't want legacy gaming media to end, nothing like that. But like, I feel that companies, corporations, groups like, you know, publishers, WB Games, they look at things and they're like, well, we don't need to rely so heavily on these legacy media outlets anymore. We can look more at the fans. We can look more at like influencers, streamers, and things like that. And when something like that happens, where a professional outlet does something like that for clicks, that very much lets us look that that's the direction we're headed.
I mean, again, I think that them dropping the game for everybody, no early reviews, is still going to do so well for the game, because again, there's so many people who enjoy it. Well, pretty much with Hoarder, everything you said was super factual. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna add to that. You put out a great game, people are gonna know it. Pale World. Their Pale World had no promotions. I didn't even know what Pale World was last week. The highest selling game out of nowhere, real quick. People enjoying it because of word of mouth, not because of all this promotion. I haven't seen a Pale World commercial. I haven't seen Pale World on the bus. I haven't seen Pale World at the movies. I've seen Pale World just, you know, a little bit on my timeline, but it just keeps going up. 7 million sales on Steam, 8 million sales on Steam, 9 million. I was like, what?
That's why you don't see it everywhere. They're not trying to get dragged by their weeds, okay? I'm telling y'all, Nintendo's gonna get there. I was watching somebody.
They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing.
No. Listen, I was like, what is this? I was like, when did Pokemon come out with this game? It's just like, this ain't looking like this tower. And I was like, this is like a bootleg Pokemon.
Okay.
They are coming to get y'all.
Nintendo can't do nothing. I'm so sorry. They can't do nothing against them people. Before we get up out of here, let's just discuss the leaderboards real quick, y'all. No lifers will do well at the leaderboards in this game, because it seems like the more time played, the higher up the leaderboards you will go. Are you even looking forward to seeing your name in that top 100 in the leaderboards, Deeper Depths?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm a realist, and you know, my 9 to 5, I work so much that I ain't gonna even get my hopes up, bro, because I know that I'm not gonna be on the leaderboards, because I'm not gonna have enough time to play. I mean, I'm gonna have ample time to play, but like you said, man, the no-lifers are gonna go in.
Dog. Like those people who and this is not a knock on y'all. So I need to make sure I'm phrasing this right. You know what? The people who make a living off of gaming, I'll say it like that, because I'm not trying to. The people who make a living off of gaming that decide to play Suicide Squad, they are about to eat. They are about to eat. Like people like myself, Deeper. I work a 9 to 5. I got a family. I make sure I got to spend some time with my family. It's not like COVID. Like when the Avengers came out, I was on the Avengers all day because I ain't had nothing to do. You know what I mean? I got to go to work. I got to feed the family. I got to make sure this and this and this. I got to get the cars checked out. I got to make sure my roof is good. You know what I'm saying? So it was depressing when I realized that the no-lifers was about to take over this thing deeper. But I was like, oh, they're about to get it. So I know I'm not about to be on them leaderboards. You gonna no-life this game and get on them leaderboards?
Before I answer that question real quick, Nate, he was getting his ass kicked in the raids with a max level Thor, so I doubt that he'll be at the top of anything.
Why
I was carrying him with a Black Widow. I'm just gonna let that sink in. I was carrying a Thor in the raids with a Black Widow. We're just gonna throw that out there. We're gonna see if he's gonna be at the top of any leaderboard. We're gonna see. I played the alpha. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I played the alpha. You know, they had 2 different leaderboards. They had the world leaderboard and they had the one for your friends.
Your friends list leaderboard, yeah.
I was in second place on the friends list. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because you was
under all of my friends that was playing, and I had a lot of friends playing.
You was under me because I was number 1 on my friends list. So
I'm screaming because you weren't number 1 on mine.
I was lying.
Oh. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Hold on.
I was in second place, so
No lifers, bro. You gonna no life this game and get on them leaderboards?
I'll be playing a lot of it, pretty much no lifing it, but like leaderboards for me at my age, basically it's going to be more like if they have the best healer, the best person that likes tries to pick up the slack, I guess, the best assist. Like it depends how thorough they are, you know. So that maybe, but it all depends, you know.
Talita, you gonna be on the leaderboards?
No, for me it's like I'm not gonna no life. I know those no lifers are gonna be on the leaderboard. People that play the game every day, 24 hours a day, playing it, trying to get on the highest level. For me, I'm just play the story, play with my friends, enjoy it as much as I can with my friends. That's all I'm all about. I'm not in it for the leaderboards and saying who's got the the amount of rank or whatever it is in that leaderboard. It's not worth it. Because you could blow up your PlayStation at that point.
And buy it on Xbox too. Fuck it. Clans actually will help you out with dominating those leaderboards, being able to play with your friends, and being able to get those clan rewards, which if it's like any other game with clan rewards, those rewards are pretty dang on cool. It can become in the form of skins, emblems, even in-game currency. So like clan rewards are always awesome. Are you joining or creating a clan, Deeper Debts?
I will be creating a clan. And it's gonna be for the old head gamers.
I saw that.
I'm gonna call it the Over the Shield game.
Yo!
And I'm gonna try to recruit Casual Avenger first.
The original Gray Bushes, you heard?
Not original Gray Bushes.
Yo, Ahuda, are you joining or creating a clan?
I hope that it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, so I can create one and join one. I was definitely gonna create my little hoochies, have a little clan.
My little hoochies.
Okay.
Hold the game. Are you creating or joining the clan, sir?
Well, I'm definitely going to join the DSG clan. If I'm able to make one, but I'm not active in it, I'll make one for myself as well, or for the Horde, I guess. But otherwise, definitely a DSG.
Taladia, joining or making the clan?
I'm the same as Hoarder. Like if there's a DSG, I'll join that for sure. Help you guys out, that's for sure. And if I'm gonna make one, I'll probably make one for my friends. As I want to help my friends out to beat the game, is the story and whatnot.
Look at Eric D.
Facts.
Yo, we need them leaderboards, them 9 to 5 leaderboards, bro. We need that now. I don't even know. So, as far as leaderboards go, no life is gonna do well. Us old people need our own leaderboards.
Right.
Clans probably gonna help you out. Pulling people in who are already on the top of the leaderboard should help you out as well, because you'll be competing against them going ham all the time, even though it's a bot. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, the game seems like, from Insider 1 to 3, the game seems like it's going to be pretty damn fire. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are as well. Before we get out of here, I gotta ask everybody on the panel, who you maining? Deeper?
I'm maining Deadshot until the Joker drops.
Huda, we know you're maining Harley Quinn. Is there any second up for you?
No.
This just Harley.
Yeah.
Harley Gamer?
Harl and Shark.
Taladia.
King Shark all the way, and then Joker if he's fun to play as, and if I can get used to him.
Y'all know I'm going Boomer gang all day. But that's just me. I like the Speed Force. I'm a Flash fan. That's the closest thing I can get to the Flash. So I'm going with Boomer, y'all. Chat, thank you guys for tuning in. Taladia Plays, you have been awesome, bro. You want to tell the people where they can find you at, man?
You guys can check me out on YouTube at Taladia Plays and also on X at Taladia Plays _ I'm a DC comic guy that covers DC video games. I do comics. I'm covering New 52 comics, and I'm just going through the Justice League, Jeff Johns and Jim Lee run and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing on my channel.
All right, bro. Sounds good, man. Thank you again for coming on. It was awesome to have you. Greatly appreciate it, man. See you in the after show if you decide to stay. Hoarder Gamer, Basement Dweller, Young DSG Vice President, the streamer of all streamers. My dude, thank you for coming through. I always greatly appreciate you creeping up on us, man, with the info that you always have. It's awesome. Tell the people where they can find you at, and then we will see you in the after show, sir.
Sure. Twitch.tv/Hoarder Gamer, and I'll be doing a lot of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, as well as Warframe as well, both of those. And then on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Central, Hoarder's Comic Flex on the DSG YouTube channel.
Sounds good to me, man. Thank you again for coming on. Greatly appreciate you, boss. Who the Wong? Who cares? It's 2017, my people. King/Queen of the Barbs. Yo, talk to him. Tell him where they can find you at.
I'm not a Nicki fan. No, it's out.
I was about to say, as much as you be cussing me out in Nicki verbiage.
No, because it's funny. It's funny. You can find me at twitch.tv/who cares it's 2017. See my name? It's on this side. It's right there. It's right there. Hold on, wait. It's right there. See, it's right there.
It's down there.
My name right there.
Boom.
/ the /, you know, not Shields. Coming from you,
King Shield. That's my
okay.
dude.
It's just a bunch of WBC on that do rag. But yeah, y'all can find me there or X. And I think it's Boxy Chateau on Twitter or X.
Yeah, it is.
I don't remember, but
it is Boxley Chateau.
Just follow me on the Twitch. That's what
just go to Twitch and you'll find him everywhere. I'll see you in the after show box. Deep with my dude, man. Thank you for coming through. I know you was a little bit late, but late always makes great as far as I'm concerned. Over the Shield Gang 40+. We looking for y'all. My dude, thank you. Make sure y'all, you know, I'm gonna let him tell y'all where to find him, man. Go ahead, Deep.
Hey, you can catch me on X, Twitter, or whatever they're calling it these days, at the Deeper Depths. Then I'm also on Twitch, and YouTube is just Deeper Depths. So definitely make sure that you like and subscribe. Again, thank you so much, my guy. In fact, this was perfect timing, man, because I just got the text that dinner is ready. But again, man, I cannot wait to see what you cook up with the community of this game. Again, like I said, man, Avengers, everything that you did for the community, man, I appreciate it. And I know you're going to bring that same energy. So I can't wait to see more on Fight Club, because I remember you sharing that. So I'm just curious. I'm telling y'all, stay tuned to what Doom Killer got cooking, because it's going to be amazing for the community. He's going to get everybody involved. If y'all can't tell by now, I mean, he's somebody that's for everybody. So again, man, appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the time tonight and the invite. Love coming on.
Appreciate you, man. Enjoy your dinner, my dude. I'm about to go eat too. Shoot. My dude. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in. This was a fun show. I enjoyed the hell out of myself. We had some awesome guests come through. Slice Stardust was here for a little bit. Deeper Depths, Huda, Taladia Plays, Hoarder Gamer. J. Cone Prime even came through. We got Sadad in the chat calling us crazy shields and stuff like that. The boy got dish rappers folding. This was a crazy week. Insiders 1 through 3 was on flame. The streams was on flame. Everything was good. We got 2 days left until we can play Suicide Squad. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next week with a roundtable. So I'm going to try to talk to Sadad Lejeune, High Ruler, Jay Shockblast, see if we can get the boys back together for the release of Suicide Squad. So hopefully after I talk to them cats, we're gonna see what's popping. So hopefully next Saturday, look forward to a roundtable discussing everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Thank you guys for tuning into the countdown for the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. I am your host, Doom Killer HD. You already know where to find me at. With all of that said, laissez les bon temps rouler, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people, and thank you.
What's shaking, people? It's Doom Killer HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up, the home of the hot news. Break it down, bite size, so it's easier to consume. All facts, no cap. We winning and can't lose. Is it fire or trash? The only thing you can choose. Discussing all of the topics, using reason and logic. Deep diving through these trailers.